Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna devotees. Um, so we are here to discuss about vegetarian festival that's coming up on this weekend. So we are all part of we're all volunteering at the booths in the Thai booths. So we can all together connect all the visitors to Krishna consciousness in our own small way. That is the whole purpose of the festival. Eventually we want to find ways in which they are interested and somehow connect to our temple and somehow connect to Krishna, right? So that's our motivation for this effort. And so what we have done this last year as well. So what we did was while discussing or while you are engaging with the people, we can specific to each booth, you have your own specific service. We can also inquire for in your booth case. I mean, we have a Vedic University booth. I have a clear script for it. You can see how you can connect with the individual. I don't have a specific answer for that, but in general you can inquire about especially if they have children, you can talk about the spiritual education opportunities. I'm sorry, uh, like Vedic school, um, and how they can learn these Vedic values at a very young age, right? So that would help them throughout their life. So that's how we connect, especially when we see children. Even for parents, we inform that. So we have our temple. We have our temple in Bellevue as well as in Samamish, and those temples are not like regular temples. These are places where you it's like a spiritual university where you can learn uh, the Vedic way of living, which is sustainable, and and you don't need to really change a lot. You just incorporate a small, little bit of principles, and we have many ways to engage with the temple. And some of them is like you can come and help in the kitchen, or volunteer in various festivals. And along with that, there is going to be a lot of fun in a lot of fun activities, uh, gatherings, Sunday gatherings, evenings. So like that, you can see individually based on their interest. If they're interested in farm, we can talk about the Redmond farm where they can come at any time to serve the cows. Somehow or other, we need to open up, not just engage in our specific service. While we're doing that service, we can connect with them, inquire about them, and see where their interests match with what we have in our temple, and invite them to the temple. And as part of that, you can also ask them to write their name and give their email and their location, so that you can inform that we have regular classes that start every 2 to 3 months in various cities, both in person and as well as online, where you can learn entire Gita in short summary, right, in 6 sessions. So you can introduce about discover yourself in that way. You can also introduce about Bhagavad Gita classes and Sunday feast, right? So, that is the overall idea here. Uh, Before I speak more, I want to hear if you have any questions or specific challenges you may have in communicating with people there.
Haribol, sorry to join late. I just missed it. If you can brief that, what is the intention of our booth should be, if you can tell us again.
Yeah, yes, Mataji. So all the eye booths that we have, our goal is to connect with the local community and somehow connect them to Krishna. So that's our underlying, underlying motivation, you can say, right? Somehow connect each soul. They may have, this may be the only opportunity they come to connect with us, right? So the main thing is we don't just engage in our specific service and complete that service alone. We connect with them, inquire with them, and find out their interests and see what matches in what we have in the temple. So everybody is after a cause. For example, somebody likes to do donations, or somebody likes to do volunteer service, give their time. Somebody want to serve cows. Everybody has certain inclinations, right? So if we can talk to a few lines, then we may be able to find their interest. Or somebody cares for their children a lot and they want them to be educated culturally, right? Spiritually, and they may be looking for such an opportunity, right? So if we don't speak, we won't really be able to know how we can serve them. So what we are doing, asking is, talk to each of the visitors. Check if you find a children, ask if the children if they know about children classes in the temple, and volunteer opportunities that are available in temple, and the classes where they can learn about the purpose of life, um, uh, and Vedic way of living. So we need to somehow connect with them. We have to open up and talk to them, appreciate their so they're already interested in vegetarianism, right? That's why they are there. Now tell them that vegetarianism is one level, but actually this eating vegetarian food is already discussed in Gita, and it doesn't stop there. Actually, how do you elevate your consciousness? By purifying the food. There are processes that we teach as part of the classes we conduct, right? So somehow connect with them in a way that don't stay at mode of goodness, but you can elevate your consciousness even further, right? So then what happens? Why should I elevate consciousness? Then you explain your own experience. When you have an elevated consciousness, you're oblivious to material problems. For example, challenges will be always there, but if you are at a higher consciousness, you can face them much better, right? So things like that. Discussion may not go that far. So, but the basic thing is connect to them, appreciate them for their interest in vegetarianism, and tell that Bhagavad Gita already speaks about this, right? 17th chapter. I was just sharing yesterday this document with some other devotees. So 17th chapter talks about this, right? Vegetarian food, and how food actually controls our consciousness. So we can talk about this, and then find their interests, right? And then ask them to. We will provide you a stay connected sheet, like last time we did. Every booth will have a couple of papers, and everybody who comes to you, request them to give their name, so that we can communicate whenever we have important programs that start in our temple. So that is the whole idea of this. If they are still engaging, we have nice quiz here, spiritual quiz, and we can give them a cookie gift if they're interested, right? If they stay up till doing the quiz as well, right? So online registration is there, but physical sheets will be there. You can just write their name and email. Ask them to write their name and email.
So, Prabhuji, if I may add here, so Matajis and Prabhujis, thank you for joining. So we will be giving you total 4 sheets. One is the volunteer opportunity sheet. One is the classes sheet, which is Vedic School, DYS, Bhagavad Gita classes. One is the red sheet and one is the green sheet. Another one is a QR code. And then the fourth one is the physical sign up form where the parent can write their email and phone number or their name in whatever way they want us to contact them. So I know like there are some booths where you are continuously engaging or very actively serving the visitor, like maybe henna, face painting, and Play-Doh, where you're teaching the kids. But while you're doing that as well, if the parent is standing next to you, you can just have a small conversation with them. The best way to start the conversation, typically, what I do is like, I just greet them Hare Krishna and I ask them, where do they live? So happy to meet you. So is this your only child or do you have more children? Where do they go to school? And then are they learning any spiritual education, as Prabhuji said? You can ask these questions and kind of like a friendly talk. You can have a friendly talk with them. And then that is where you have the best opportunity to educate them about what we do at temple and about the various volunteer opportunities that we provide. So while you're talking to them, you will be able to assess what their interests are, right? Whether they are looking for spiritual education for their children, or if they want to, some people come and ask, hey, I would love to serve in these kinds of festivals. Where can I do that? So you guess what their interests are, and based on their interests, you can guide them toward these sign-up sheets. And as Prabhuji said, there is a Vedic University booth, which is separate. So you can also, if you want to learn more about the philosophy behind this festival, the vegetarian festival and all these things, and also about the spiritual knowledge that we give in the temple, you can go to that booth. You can, right, Prabhuji, they can also guide them to your booth.
Yeah,
It's right around.
it will be right around there. And if you are, you have a lot of traffic and you're quite busy and you don't have any time to talk, actually, either you can inform one of the volunteers in the Vedic University booth so that they can come and, take care of the people.
Yeah. So that I will take care of, Prabhu. I think I will see if the booths are too crowded. That's when I will probably come to you guys and then ask if we can get few volunteers so that they can stand, because parents are standing there waiting for their children to get face painted or henna done, right? So
Right.
that's a wonderful opportunity for VU volunteers to
So
strike a
about
conversation.
4 volunteers will be always going around. 1 or 2 will be in the booth. So we don't get a lot of traffic in our booth because there is no, not much
Activity.
active. There is no children activity or anything there. We have a quiz we'll do, but it's going to be like anything else. So wherever traffic is there, volunteers will be ready to come there.
Yeah. Yeah. So one thing, Prabhujis and Matajis, so the best way to get a good impression, or how do we give them the best experience, or how do they get good feeling about us, is how we behave with them or how we behave with the children. So we always have to be very smiling. I would encourage all of you to wear tilak, even though you might not wear sari, you might wear some other chudidar, whatever is comfortable for you, but all of you please wear tilak, be smiling, welcoming, and treat everyone with respect. And if you need a break, and if you have been serving continuously, and for you to refresh, feel free to ask me so I can replace you with somebody else, and take the needed break and come back. And if you're tired, please don't show it on the visitor. So the best impression that they get, okay, these people are just taking their time and then energy to serve us without any motivation here. So that is what they want to get, that good feeling. So if you are having nice interaction with them, people will start opening up and they will ask more questions, and then they will probe, what do you guys do, what kinds of vegetarian food do you cook, how do you cook. All these questions will happen when you are being friendly and when you are the best of yourself. So that is what I would request all of you to do, and most of you do that all the time, but I just want to remind you of what impression we leave with the visitors. Prabhuji, there is some question.
Yeah. So I got a question in one of the past events. Interest in visiting the farm and helping at the farm. Okay. So for farm, who is the devotee to be in touch, Mataji?
So for farm right now, Ramaragha Prabhu can answer that question. Ramaragha Prabhu, Subhi Mataji is taking care of the farm, Prabhu. Mara's daughter.
Okay.
But the main person, I think, is Mukunda Prabhu, Devnath Hari Prabhu. Even Ramaragha Prabhu does a lot of service at the farm. We can put them in touch with one of them.
Okay.
I think Mukunda Prabhu will be in the food booths. Ramaragha Prabhu, are you available, or
Mataji, I'm taking care of the veggie wraps.
you are also in the food booth? Okay.
Yeah, I'm also in the food booth.
Okay. So maybe we can take the contact, Mataji, and then we can direct them to the right person. But the volunteer opportunities card that we provide you has a barcode which they can scan, and then they can choose farm activity, and then they can fill their information.
So I'll show you this form. So this form, okay, it doesn't have form. Festivals, volunteering, children. Maybe should we add form like this?
Yeah, we can add, Prabhu. Anyway, we did not print yet.
Category.
Yeah, okay, let's add it.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you.
I think the question started with they have young kids and they would like to visit the farm, and they were like, is it open? Can we go? Are there any timings?
Yeah,
So
we
these were
have-
the kind of questions that I was getting.
Yeah, Mataji, we have a farm visiting card, okay?
Okay.
Which has the Goloka farm and the address and the timings. I don't know if there are timings, but I can find out what are the timings and I can educate you all. But there is a Goloka farm visiting card, there is a food truck visiting card we have, and then we also have temple visiting card.
So
So
if they click here, Mataji, if they click form here, right? So all those details will be there in our backend database, and Jayadhananda Prabhu can look at whoever has expressed form. Anytime any farm activity happens, like harvesting or things like that, he communicates with all those who expressed interest. Or in general, taking all the
I think Sri Vallabh Prabhu and Mataji is taking care. Mother Leela Mataji is taking care of the.
I mean, the contacts are with the contacts. Yeah.
Yeah, for Goseva and all, there is another team is there.
So
Because
if
the
somebody,
farm,
yeah, got it. If somebody clicks form, we will give all those contacts to Sri Vallabh Prabhu then.
and Prabhu, previously it's open for everyone. Nowadays they're closing the gates. Only Sunday, only I think 2-3 hours. I think around 12 o'clock to around 5 o'clock or something like that only for the public.
Okay.
And even the food also, whatever they're feeding, they need to buy bananas or carrot or something. Otherwise, those also right now Maharaj is asking donate money, and then we are buying the grass, this alpha grass. That grass we already keeping the 5 to 10 every time bundles. And then if anybody donated $5, we are giving a grass to them to feed them.
Okay.
So
Yes, Prabhuji. Yesterday I visited the farm. That's what they said. Exactly what Ram Raghava Prabhu said. That's what they said. Only visit it. You cannot take anything from home and feed, and you cannot go in if you want.
Yes. They stopped nowadays like everything. Like previously, people used to feed rotis and then good and some of the dals and all. Nowadays, like Maharaj gave the rules and regulation. They put the board. Subhi Mataji put the board, everything. And right now the timings also, because we have a code. Using the codes we enter, because that is like around 7 to 8 people whomsoever they're doing the regular Go Seva. there is a separate group is there. In that we have a passports, everything, we know that, everybody. And then they do that. But other people, they don't know the gate codes and all. And then they need to go only public visit on Sundays.
Okay, Prabhu.
And then I can talk to Jagat Pran Prabhu also if we want like more detail. But on the Goloka card, the time is not mentioned, I think.
Okay, Prabhuji, at
Timing,
least,
yeah.
so essentially, Mataji, the net is you ask them to sign up in this sheet and then tick the form and then give the details, and then we can, you can give them the form visiting card also, which has the address, and then you can
Yeah.
tell them to sign up here. We will give all your contacts to the form volunteer, and then they will contact you with more details, and you can visit the form.
So you can write your booth name here, so we know which booth is bringing in.
Sounds good, Mataji. Sounds good, Prabhuji. I think having those visiting cards and details at
Yeah.
the booth definitely help.
Yeah, definitely, Mataji. We will provide that.
Mataji, even that farm activities you can mention like Go Sheva or like some petting the cow, goats or something. People can like, or if they want to do something, they'll take to the permission from the Maharaj and all. And then we can give most of the times people reach to the Maharaj number. From there, their Maharaj is diverting to the Jagat Pran Prabhu and all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Sounds
it says like cow petting or like goats or that would be like even they'll get the milk also. If no, so many people, because the milk service, you know that a couple of people they know that one. Right
Yeah,
now, if
okay,
they don't know, and then it's a good platform to display those products also.
Yeah.
Because temple as well as the Goloka farm also, you will get the milk. That is right now it's $17, 1 gallon.
Okay, Prabhu. Anything else directly related?
Mataji, Prabhuji, I just joined. I wanted to ask if we can also say if they are interested in joining the WhatsApp group. I see that these rows are for them to select in what activities they are interested in usually, right? Generally.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yes,
can
Mataji.
So Mataji,
share
once you get these details,
We, yeah.
they already provide the, then we can email them and give the WhatsApp group to join it, as part of the next communication, right? So that if
Okay.
you want to
Or
stay in
maybe
touch- so
if they say they are interested already, we can just go ahead and add them, right? Once we
So
get the number.
Mataji, if the contact is really friendly to you, and then if you have a conversation with them, and if you have the trust that they are the right people, and they're genuinely seeking interest in this, in our things, then you feel free to add them to wherever you are admin of. Okay.
So,
But
No,
generally,
not all. Not
Yeah.
our temple groups, Mataji. I'm talking about just a temple updates group, like visitors group.
Visitors group, yeah, that's good only.
so whoever
Mataji,
says
like,
festivals, we actually communicate via
Oh,
You're talking about
Why-
adding to WhatsApp group. So what we can do, my suggestion is, if you have a QR code for WhatsApp group, we can attach in every booth, and they while talking
Yes.
to them, they can scan and join the group directly.
that's
So
good.
Prabhu, do we
Yeah,
have a
rather
visible
than-
WhatsApp group?
So Mataji can give the WhatsApp group details, and we can
Yeah, I can share the QR code. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you please add us also, Mataji?
Yeah. I think you now, because the last week only we changed it to the community. So I think you should be able to go and
we can do one thing,
it-
Mataji.
but anyways, I'll share. And
Get the QR code and attach here. We can directly
yes,
we can put in this form actually. Right? You can put
Mataji,
Yeah.
provide the QR code.
I will provide. Yes.
Yeah, Prabhuji will put it there and we can get those prints.
So there
Yes.
are two things, right? One QR code for actual interest. This QR code will be directly joining WhatsApp.
Updates. Yeah, temple updates or something,
Okay.
the festivals. Mataji, I think WhatsApp group, only 500 people, they can one group, otherwise like you have a multiple groups or something.
No. Now I think the limit is extended now. Now
Okay.
here it used to be 300 something. But yeah,
Otherwise,
Missy,
you
all feel
otherwise you
applicable,
can
right?
create as a one WhatsApp group for every year, 2024, like new visitors group or something like that.
No, it becomes very hard, Prabhuji, to manage. I
Limited.
already had two
Manage.
groups. Then
Yes,
when
ma'am.
when
Yeah,
the limit got
public is also very
extended,
difficult. Yes, Mataji.
when the limit got extended, I only use one.
Okay, Mataji.
The limit,
I-
no? What is the limit now?
I
don't know.
think 1,000 or something, if I'm not wrong.
1,000. Okay.
I think so. I don't recall exactly, but yeah, there is. I think we are far away. I guess we are able to add so far, no problem.
So Mataji, please provide the code. So Prabhu, having that code on all these sign up forms will make it easy for the booth leads to have people, if they want to join the WhatsApp group, they can just scan and join those WhatsApp groups.
See, the one challenge with that is it becomes a little bit impersonal. We don't, hey, just scan this and done.
Yeah, exactly. That
What
is where
is more important is striking a conversation, identifying their interest, and taking actual note of their numbers and interests. That is going to stay longer with us. And after doing that, we can scan the code and join the WhatsApp. So we need to make sure the conversation happens before actual WhatsApp scanning. Otherwise, you might just be scanning and losing track of this. So we want to actually count which booths are actually putting an effort to actually register, more people. So make sure each of you actually enroll people in this page as well.
Yeah.
And in fact, we
Yeah.
want to we'll see, like we want to give a certificate of appreciation with Maharaj after the service is done.
So last year we did this with Anand Mela also, Matajis and Prabhujis, and then few booths have done really good. And they got a lot of, I think, close to 30-40 per day, right, Prabhuji?
Yeah, more than that.
More than that. And then, so at the end of the day, whichever booth got the most signups, they were given awards by Maharaj.
Yeah.
So
imagine there are, say, 20 booths, and of course there will be some repeated names, but so one more thing is, if somebody, you should also ask, hey, did you already register in some other page? If you have, then no point in asking them to write. It's unnecessary duplicate effort for us to deduplicate again those names.
And even the visitor will be frustrated also if we are asking so many times.
If you have already given, I mean, they should have already, hey, we already gave, so we don't want to give again. If they say that, then don't ask them to write for sure.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yes, I usually ask them if they are part of any of the groups. Then if they are, then we can skip. Yeah, and then that's a good point, right? Like we don't want to bother them so much as well. So if you think WhatsApp is too much in this sheet, maybe, as I said, once we have a number, we can always add them. And provided they give a consent that they are okay to get added later.
Yeah, no, actually we communicate. Once we take these details, we communicate with them. So that's another opportunity to actually add them.
Yeah. I mean, they should check their email and respond afterwards. But yeah.
Yeah. Anything else?
I was going. Yes. So Mataji, there is, I think, another group for the Bellevue Temple now. So I'm sure Jaipal Prabhu will bring that as well somewhere, because he usually does, right? He keeps but maybe he does only in the Bellevue Temple. So they have a separate WhatsApp group for the visitors and updates.
At Bellevue Temple. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure,
So I don't know.
I think what Prabhuji said. So Prabhuji, so the net, are we putting the QR code on this or no?
We can keep it, but make sure we don't. We talk to them, irrespective.
Yes.
What booth's contribution is, the number of people directly in the page. So what I was trying to say is, hey, we had like 20 booths, and Vedic University was, is bringing in a lot of people. And in the second day, we found that, Vedic University overall got 120 people, 120 to 140. And all these booths, even though they are, focused on their own specific things, each of them got 5 to 25, right, on a different number. And overall, they were more than this 120, which is like close to 170 or so. So we got like 300 300 to 400 contacts on the day, and 60% from rest of the booths and 40%. So overall, your contribution, even though individually may not be big, but in the bigger scheme of things, overall these booths are bringing a lot of new contacts. So it's a significant help if you jump into help in this cause.
Yeah. Yes, I think that is the spirit of all the Matajis and Prabhujis serving in interactive booths, Prabhu. They all would like everyone to get connected to Krishna, and they're all putting a lot of effort. I think with this organized approach, Matajis, what Prabhuji is suggesting, we will have more contacts that we can give to Prabhuji, so that all of them will be put through this email communication loop, and then they get updates. And a lot of people are joining DYS and Bhakti Gita also, right, Prabhuji?
Got last year about, if I'm not wrong, I think 700 or so contacts. And immediately we started 7 to 8 batches of, immediately right after festivals. We started 7-8 device batches by different teachers in different places. Bellevue, Kothal, Kent, Samamish. Samamish had like 2 or 3 batches. So all of your contributions made many connections. And overall, I mean, we retained at least 10 to 15 per batch, who are all continuing their classes now. So it's a significant contribution, right?
Absolutely.
So out of these 800, we retain only say 70 to 80, end of the year. And out of who will really stick, maybe like 20, 25. But that's year over year, that's a, it's a great addition, right? So 20, 25 people, fully fixed up, is a great addition, right? Now we have 2 temples, so we have a lot more to expand. If each temple brings 800 people, imagine like we have a full temple. Full temple is like 100 to 200 solid congregation, right? So we can start new temples every 2-3 years.
Absolutely, Prabhuji. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matajis, for all your contributions and in your enthusiasm. So let's help as many souls connect with our temple, with Krishna, and all the activities that we are doing. So we all have to play our part and then help each other in doing so. So thank you so much. Prabhuji, do you have anything else?
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
Any other
And
question?
I just wanted to add one thing. We have so many things going on in the temple, even for volunteer opportunities and other things. It's a lot to cover, and it can take easily minimum 5 to 10 minutes to go over all of these things to find which is a touch point for the person that we are talking about. While we do what we can to interact with the visitors, I feel we should also have some sort of a brochure or pamphlet or something that they can take home, so that they may talk to us and then remember, but when they have something was like a ready reference, quick guide to, if you are interested in this, then you contact this, whether that is just QR codes or actual numbers. But that gives a comprehensive outlook of what we are doing, what work we are doing, and how they can also associate with us. It will be good to have that also, though that there are some people who want to talk, there are some people who don't want to talk, or maybe have already talked to at other booths. In the minimum, for these kind of people, we can say, here, just take this pamphlet, and maybe they go home and they look at it. Because very few people you'll find that they are having the time and patience and the inclination to have that real conversation with you. Or if your booth is so busy that it's chaotic, you have a lot of kids grabbing this, and you have to keep an eye on stuff as well, that you may not even get that much quality time with each person or each parent that is coming in. I feel if not for Veg Fest, but at least for Anand Mela, we should have this ready reference, quick guide kind of a thing for all the volunteer opportunities, Vedic school, and all the programs that we are running, including yoga or music programs, all of these things.
Absolutely, Mataji. I think it's a great idea. But I think, as you said, for Veg Fest, we are short of time. But definitely we'll plan something for the ongoing festivals. So, so Mataji's, whatever we discussed here and whatever we are adding here, all these suggestions by Prabhuji and how we need to approach people, all these are meant for all the festivals. We are kicking off the festival season with Veg Fest. And these guidelines are for all the festivals until the last festival, which is Diwali in November. So we have more festivals to come, and then definitely we'll take your idea, Mataji. Prabhuji, you want to add something?
Yeah, I think you already mentioned very well. Yeah, like we have right now a poster, Mataji, which will show for volunteer opportunities and educational opportunities. So what you're saying is expand a little more so they also read a little more about each of those. Yeah, I think that's a very fair idea.
Yes, Prabhuji, basically we want to present our temple as a spiritual university that has so many programs.
Yeah.
I feel that's how we should present it, not as a temple. So when you say temple, it's a religious place, yes, but also as a place to learn. And you know, people may not have a lot of, maybe they're not religious or not oriented, but even these kind of activities may draw them towards it. And so I feel that's a lot of information to take in and also to give. So something that they can, when they go back home, they may not even, they forget about it, but maybe sometime later they feel, hey, we had gone to that, where is that pamphlet, they had given something, let's, you know, we can find that, maybe we can call them and then
That is
something
true,
to.
Mataji. That is true, very true. But my observation is out of sight is out of mind. They leave, they forget. So definitely we'll give back, for them to read further, but taking that additional effort to talk to them and makes a lifetime of difference. I can assure you from my own experience, like anytime we give a pamphlet, the return ratio is way far less. Unless it really gives some, sense gratification, people don't really look back at things like this. So connecting and talking to them is a major thing. Of course, we can't do with everyone, but as a secondary option, definitely we should have a more detailed brochure, like you mentioned, that they can take.
No, Prabhu, absolutely. I 100% agree. We ourselves should reflect the spirit of what we are representing. But I just felt like there's a lot of information to take for even for any parent who may have interest in many things, not just farm or not just Vedic University, because we are covering their kids as well as them. So I just
Yeah,
felt like it was
definitely, we 100% agree, and we should make a brochure with more details. In fact, that was one of the things we originally planned even now, but we haven't yet made one. Maybe for by Anand Mela time we should look into that, Mataji. Jai Shri Mataji.
Yeah, we can do that, Prabhuji. I think something generic, which is not related to any festival. It's more about the different activities that we are doing, the different ways in which they can connect, based on their interest.
Like
All
one-liner about each
exactly.
volunteer opportunity and each facility that we
It
have.
should be short and sweet, Mataji, because
Yeah,
it's not like
absolutely.
elaborate, because the way you said right now, it's not as a festivals, everything, because the moment whatever words we put, they should connect. Because as a kids, Mataji is a valid point. That's how short, how we connect, that should be matters a lot. What kind of words we are putting over there, that is also matters a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it should be like a quick reference guide. It should
Yeah,
not
it's not
be
elaborate. If you are big 1 page or 2 page, nobody read, because whatever Prabhu said, it's a Prabhu, they will see, and then otherwise they don't read also. They will because it should be short and sweet, like as a spiritual university, and then you can jot down like these are Goshevas or a couple of other things.
along with QR or a phone numbers to contact. That is the main thing. I think these kind of pamphlets should also be at the front desk in our temple for people that are coming in. They can, anybody that is new coming, even people who are coming in regularly just to take darshan. Many people may not be knowing of so many programs that are going on. Even for that, also just having these pamphlets there might be useful. Just my 2 cents. Personal touch is always the best option for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Hare
Master.
Krishna.
Thank you.
Okay, Matajis and Prabhujis, in interest of time, if you don't have other questions, we can-
Mataji, I had one point, small point, real quick.
yeah, sure.
So regarding to the personal touch, right? So what I suggest is when we take the contact, each of one of us in the sheet, we can make a 3 stars or 2 stars to the specific contact that we felt very interested, very favorable, and keep in touch with them personally. That's what I do usually.
Hmm.
I make them as a contact as a special that I can recognize quickly, separately, and try to keep with them touch in keep in touch personally, like just ping them and let them know personally about the festival and stuff. So just
Yeah,
wanted
that's
to
a-
let you know that.
Very
That
wonderful.
is a
Like
very,
make a star, otherwise you will have hundreds and 200s of contacts. We'll communicate the same information with all of them, but some of them are really special sometimes, right? They
absolutely.
may get lost in the whole list.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I think that's a very good
So
point.
just make a star. I mean, so something that we can, remember and we can later go back and check. Yeah.
That's a great tip, Mataji. Very great tip. And I think that personal connection is very much needed.
Makes a lot of difference. Actually, we know how we process the festival contacts versus, we also do University of Washington preaching. There we have only like 60, 70 contacts, but we regularly go in touch with them. Each volunteer was assigned 10 contacts. They check their, in general, how things are going on with them. And out of those 80, we have 50 students who come regularly, 40 to 50 students. That is the retention. So getting contacts is one thing. If you can give some more time, the retention
Exactly.
would be like out of 800, you will have like, 200, 300. But unfortunately, we are not doing that, because of, scalability issues. But that's, if somebody can do that, what, Mataji mentioned, that's the best. And it'll be.
Yes, Prabhuji. I don't know if you have seen, we designed a visiting card for all the preachers. And then we got the list. Maharaj wanted everybody to have their personal phone number, name, that people can, call and then say, hey, I'm coming to temple. Are you there? When you made that contact with them in the festival, and as Mataji said, if it is a 2-star contact who is really special and really interested in our stuff, they have somebody who's invited them to the temple and who's waiting for them to come to temple. So otherwise they come to temple, they don't know anybody there, and then they just wander around and then just leave. So there should be one person whom they are actually connecting with. So that, I think we are starting with few contacts with the visiting card, Prabhuji. Slowly we will expand it to more. I think we got the list of volunteers from Vedic University both that need that card. So we are printing that for them. But going forward, once we see how this goes, we will have that also for the iBooth leads whom we feel, who are ready to do that, who are willing to go spend time with the visitor who wants to come to the temple, whom they made connection with in the festivals or any other place that they visited.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Mataji, what is this star concept?
No,
2 star,
star-
3.
No, star means it's a way for you to figure out, you will be probably writing a lot of names and emails collecting, right, Prabhuji? So
Yeah.
Mataji is suggesting, if you feel somebody is really interested and they spent a lot of time with you, mark that person
Okay.
and then with a star or some other, whatever way you want to mark, so that you
Got it.
actually make a personal connection with them. Yeah.
Yeah, I got
You
it.
feel
Mataji.
they are
Right.
ready for Krishna consciousness soon.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
listening. First,
I'll
they're
tell you one
listening.
thing. I'll
Start
tell you
listening.
is,
Yeah, they're spending time, and
one
then they're
second.
giving us to a time, and then they're really interested on these concepts as well as other things. We can go deeply for them. Yeah. Couple
So
of people only
I'll
use
tell you,
hardly
I'll
30
tell you,
seconds.
when a class happens, Radhisham Prabhu, who is my mentor, he does a class to a new batch of students. End of the class, some people inquire, ask questions. Just at the end of the class, out of say 70 people, he tells these 5 or 6 contacts are really good, be in touch with them. And what happened was, over the years, we have seen many times, whoever he picks, those people will continue. They will become, 16 rounders, and it's just matter of time. He can clearly see. So because he saw that these these people are actually connecting, and if we give more time, definitely they will be sticking. So that point of identifying the right people makes a lot of difference, because we meet so many people and we don't have time for everyone and everybody, right? So that's a very key point actually. Thank you, Mataji.
Yes. Prabhuji, we, in interest of time, like we have 7 o'clock Bhagavad Gita class. If there is nothing else, we can wrap up this call. Prabhuji and Mataji?
Yeah, we'll wrap up. I also have another meeting now. Thank
Yes,
you.
Prabhuji.
Hare
Yeah.
Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining and for your valuable services.
Thank you, Mataji.
Very grateful to all of you. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.